What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Paulie G's film review. I am Paulie G, and last night I got to sit down and finally watch the anticipated Sonic the Hedgehog 3 out on streaming services as of the 21st of January 2025. It is streaming over on Prime Video for a low fee of $25 to rent. It is also still currently out at theaters. So if you want to go check it out there, you can also do that. This film, we follow the continue-on from the other two films with Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, and Tom versing Jim Carrey's Robotnik. But this time, there are two Robotniks in this film, played by Jim Carrey. And we also have the anticipated fan-favorite character, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic's main rival, really. Sonic and his team find out about Shadow from the US government that have been keeping him hidden in a facility in Tokyo, but he does break out with the help with the Dr. Robotnik, the older one, the grandpapa. I really enjoyed this film, and I think everybody will really enjoy this film. It's a continue-on from the other two Sonic movies. However, I think this movie has a lot more problems. This movie is very campy. Every scene, I felt like there was just quips, like the MCU jokes, you know, those ones. That's what this felt like to me. Jokes that just didn't really hit the mark at all. They were just there, and there's a lot of like references, like pop culture references a lot of the time, and I just didn't think they were needed in this film, and I thought it dragged down the overall experience for me. This movie, they kept trying to get you to laugh in every scene, when I understand that this is a kid's film, but I think there should have been points to this film where we should have taken it a little bit more seriously. In the end, in the last few scenes, they do take it seriously. They cut the jokes out, which was a welcome change, but it was a bit too late for my liking. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 had a budget of $122 million, the highest budget in the entire franchise to date. It was released in theaters on December 20th, 2024 in the United States, but here in Australia, it was released the 26th of December 2024 and has been released on streaming services, as I've said. So far to date, it has only made $336.3 million worldwide. I think this is just where we are at now with the world. A lot of movies aren't staying in theaters long enough to make a dent, not enough in the theaters to make more money. They're releasing very quickly onto streaming services. Not even a month after it was released here in Australia, it's already on streaming services. A month after it was released in the United States, it is now on streaming services. It's just the state that we are in now with film. The only ones that hold out long enough are Disney. Disney are the only ones that hold out for about 3 to 4 months before they put their movies on the streaming services. I think the plot here with the two Robotniks teaming up to use a weapon to destroy the world was somewhat interesting, I guess. It's kind of predictable. But having the younger Robotnik turn to being a good guy by the end of the movie was also a welcome change. And Shadow finally turning into being a good guy and pretty much sacrificing himself and Robotnik to save the planet was very shocking. I don't feel like they're dead. I mean, I think they're going to come back in the next film. I think that the three actors who play Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic are obviously amazing. They've been amazing this entire time. I don't think I'm going to shock anybody by saying that they've been great. This plot was pretty predictable, and I think they gave away the twist. Well, not the twist, but they give away the fact that there was going to be another Robotnik in this movie in the poster, which I kind of wish they didn't do, but it is what it is, I guess. So, for the plot, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. For the casting, well, really, I think the casting was amazing. Look at the cast right here, guys. So you got Jim Carrey playing 2 characters in this movie. He hasn't done that for a very long time. There's only one other movie that he's played 2 characters in the same movie. This makes it the second film that he's ever done that. So hats off to Jim, doing an amazing job as always. The three voice actors behind Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails are obviously amazing. And the voice behind Shadow, Keanu Reeves, was a welcome change. A lot of people, I don't think, knew that it was him, but I thought it was really cool. So for the casting, we'll give it a 7 out of 10. Cinematography is very CGI, which is very expected in this type of film. But even with the CGI, it doesn't look bad. I think it looks very good. I especially like the Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Z fight we had towards the end with Shadow and Sonic, where they're both in their Super Saiyan forms. I think that was really fun. I actually started having flashbacks to watching Dragon Ball. So I really enjoyed that fight scene. And for cinematography, we'll give it a 7 out of 10. Entertainment value, I was sort of entertained. There was bits in the movie where I thought it dragged a little bit. I got a little bit bored. The jokes don't hit. I think they overstay their welcome very quickly. So entertainment, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Bringing me to my overall score for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It's going to get a 6 out of 10. I do recommend you go see this film. I think it's fun, but it's just not what I was expecting from this film. I really liked Shadow. I like Shadow. He's one of my favorite characters from this universe. I think he'll be back. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 has already been greenlit, and it will hit theaters on March 2027. Hopefully we get some more information. There is a post-credit scene for this film in Sonic 3 where we see Metal Sonic rock up, and the lovely Amy shows up to save Sonic. So the 4th film will revolve around Amy, I believe, and Metal Sonic, and I do believe Robotnik and Shadow will come back in that film. If you've watched up to this point, I want to thank you. Please consider hitting that like button. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. Comment, share, tell your family, tell your friends. If you haven't seen more videos of me, I do a Rewind Tuesday playlist where I review the top 100 films. I'm getting through that list. You can watch that right here. Make sure you go over to my social medias. All the links are down below. Make sure you go follow me on all social media platforms, or whatever one you personally are on. I am on there. Make sure to follow me. Make sure to come back to the channel. I do weekly reviews. I have something very special planned for Feb. You don't want to miss that. But until then, guys, be well, stay safe, have yourself a beautiful week, and I'll catch you guys really soon. Bye-bye.